Hi there, it's me again. In case we haven't met, I'm Dawn Flood and I'm the program director for SLS and STAND. And so you probably have met a few times in your group and have gotten familiar with what SLS and STAND in your group is all about. So today I want to spend some time with you to talk about an action plan. What is going to be your focus for this school year? So to get us kind of started, I want us to kind of talk about the hot topics. And so what I mean by that is I want you to think about in your groups what things that you're concerned about that your friends may be doing, participating in, or things that they're talking about that they might do. So what are some things that you're concerned for your friends that you feel a student-led group like SLS or STAND could impact or change? So an example might be driving. That may be something that my SLS group puts on our hot topic list. So I want you to go ahead, pause the video, and make a brainstorm list of all the hot topics you feel your group can impact. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. So I'm sure that you had a great conversation and you probably have this huge list of the hot topics that your group is concerned with. And so I wanted to share some of them that I think are probably on your list because these are the ones that when I asked students that were in front of me that same question that they came up with. And so some of the things that might be on your list is driving, particularly distracted driving, alcohol, marijuana, mental health, vaping, bullying, respect, and relationships. I'm sure you have those and many, many more. All right, so now looking at your huge list that you have, realistically, even though I know you're really passionate and you want to tackle all those things on your list, realistically, you can't, right? Because you only go to school a few months and you have homework and sports and everything else. So this is what your group needs to do. You need to narrow that list down. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, and then in groups, I want you to narrow the list down to the top 3 things that you want your group to focus on this school year. So your top 3. So go ahead and take about 5 minutes and I'll see you when you get back. All right, so now that you have your list narrowed down and focused to the top 3 things that your group wants to focus on for this school year, now we got to do some action planning, okay? We got to figure out what is it we're going to do, what projects are we going to do for each of those 3 topics. So I'm going to share with you a really easy way to create an action plan, okay? And it's simple by answering 4 questions, all right? So, and you'll actually draw this chart, and so you can do this on the whiteboard in the meeting room that you're in, or you can ask your advisor if they have a big white sheet of paper or a poster board. If you don't have that, then a simple, just a regular piece of paper will do. So let me kind of explain what I want you to do with your action planning chart, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line to make 4 boxes, okay? You're going to break up into 3 groups. You're going to have 1 group per topic, all right, since you focused on 3 areas, 1 group per topic. At each group, on the piece of paper, you're going to write the topic at the top. And you do this so you remember and you don't forget, what was this action plan about? So if you chose distracted driving, you would obviously write distracted driving by the topic. Then your group is going to brainstorm a bunch of different project ideas. What is it you want to do on distracted driving? So once your group agrees, and again, sometimes the hard part is agreeing. Once your group agrees, go ahead and write that project idea at the top of the paper. Again, this will help so you don't forget. So once you have the topic down and you have an idea of the project you want to do, you're simply going to answer the 4 questions that I'm going to give you. So the first question is you're going to list all the things your group has to do to complete the project. So this box, question number 1, should be huge. List of all things. And one of the things that needs to go in there, I'll give you a little help, needs to be permission. Because you have to get permission from your principal if you're going to do it at the school, or from your community leaders if you're going to do it in the community. So you're going to make a list of all the things that you know, top of your head, that need done. Question number 2 is now you're going to look at the list that you put in question number 1, and you're going to pick the top 3 things that are the most important that need done as soon as possible, ASAP. And you're going to write down those 3 things. For question number 3, you're going to look at question number 2, what you wrote, and you're going to make a detailed list of what needs to be completed in order to accomplish those 3 things that need done right away. So you're setting the foundation to make this project happen. And then question number 4, this is the fun part. How are you going to make this project fun, right? You want people to participate in it, not only people outside of your group, but also your group members. So what can you do to make this project fun? So go ahead and in your 3 groups, go ahead and make this chart and start answering the questions. All right, so you have a pretty good draft of your action plan. And I say draft because I know your chart's not complete, all right? So what's going to happen now, after our time together, is at your next SLS meeting, you're going to continue, or your STAND meeting, you're going to continue your action plan. This will give you something to focus on at your meetings, okay? Because a lot more detail needs to go in this. And so at your next meeting, when you start to continue to focus on this and finish it, I also want you to think about who's going to be responsible for what. So for example, if your project was distracted driving and what you wanted to do was hand out candy with messages on it, who's going to be responsible for 1, getting the candy? Who's going to be responsible for 2, creating the messages? Who's going to be responsible for handing those things out? So you have to assign jobs and responsibilities to all of your members. And make sure you include everyone, because it's important that everybody in your group has a job and a responsibility. So I can't wait to see and hear what projects that you came up with for this school year. So please reach out to me. You can email me. You can follow us on our website at slstoday.org, or follow us on all of our social media channels. SLS Today is the handle name. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we also YouTube. The YouTube channel, you also can find us at SLS Today. And so you can direct message me on any of those and I will connect with you. I can't wait to see you at one of our upcoming events, whether online or in person. Keep up the great work, and I can't wait to hear about your projects.